sports. It's in the game.
It's week 9 of the 2026 season. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' superstar running back, who's one of the best in the league at running the ball, sitting in fourth. It's the Raiders and the Chiefs, just ahead on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
That one good for 33 and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Nah.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set.
Now a handoff looking right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Go!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of...
Here we go, here we go.
On second down, they'll run it here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there in the opening play of this drive. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A beautiful fake. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Holding offense.
All right. That one, Charles.
It was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, But in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the left to edit league settings. This is the development trait. This player has a zone ability. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And all eyes are on the Jaguars' versatile running back. He comes into this one second in the league in rushing with an eye on becoming #1. It's the Jaguars and the Ravens, and it's
EA
all
Sports
up
coverage
next.
of the National Football League is on the... Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They'll start out here with the option left. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Hey, run!
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with
Offside.
3rd and 1.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Okay, ready? Hey, go, go! Go, go! Silver!
Now the first carry here for the running back. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Hey, 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 here we go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Fights him off. Still on his feet. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before
red, on red.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Here we go, sir.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Lisa 24.
On second down, they'll run it here.
And he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals
Offside.
the victory.
Defense.
And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides,
Hey, run!
finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
Holding. Offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally, he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, go, go! Go, hot!
And now here's a carry heading left. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
Hey!
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Jet.
So it's the Jaguars who come away with a win, and they got a solid outing here from their quarterback, Charles, and that's, of course, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for the Jaguars,
A loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year.
and they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jags and the Giants coming up next.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. It's been a good season for them so far, and they're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like their record. Now they want to increase it. A win here could really get the momentum going in the right direction.
Meanwhile, for the visiting... Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Hey, Lion! Silver!
Now Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars! With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Play for... The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now,
right,
defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after... First down.
Hey, easy, Ralph. Red.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Rip.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Decent 24.
They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
Commissioner Goodell going to make the presentation as he hands that Lombardi Trophy to the Jacksonville Jaguars, champions of Super Bowl 61. So that wraps things up for another incredible season of the NFL.